There's a hidden side to every powerful journey, and semen retention is no different. While the practice has been praised for unlocking energy, improving discipline, and bringing a man closer to his true self, there is also a darker, more subtle force lurking beneath the surface. It often goes unnoticed until it starts showing in your thoughts, your relationships, and your spirit. Most people talk about the benefits. They talk about how you'll attract women, feel powerful, or glow with confidence. But few speak honestly about the hidden traps, the ego that creeps in, the pride that separates you from others, the loneliness that begins to weigh down your soul, and the spiritual confusion that clouds your sense of purpose. This is a journey that can elevate you, but if you're not careful, it can also isolate you. I want to share this reality with you, not to scare you off, but to help you walk this path with some extra wisdom. Semen retention, at its core, is about mastering desire. When a man learns to control his most primal urges, he unlocks something sacred inside him: discipline, clarity, and a deep sense of inner power. But here's where the first problem begins. With great power comes the temptation to feel superior. A man on retention may look around and start to see others as weaker or less evolved. He might say to himself, "I don't watch porn, I don't chase women, I'm not like those low-frequency guys." And before he knows it, he has fallen into a trap of ego. Ironically, the very thing retention is supposed to help him overcome, the same practice that was meant to make him humble and strong, has now inflated his pride. Spiritual pride is one of the most dangerous illusions. It blinds you while making you think you're seeing more clearly than ever. It whispers that you're chosen, that you're above others, that you've found the truth, and everyone else is asleep. But in truth, you're just another man lost in a different kind of fantasy, one dressed in spirituality, discipline, and control. As this pride grows, something else begins to happen. You start to isolate yourself. You stop relating to others. You might cut off friendships because they don't match your vibration. You avoid social situations because people around you are wasting energy. You feel misunderstood, maybe even superior, but deep down, you feel alone. This isn't the strength of the lone wolf. It's the sorrow of a disconnected spirit. And this isolation, if not addressed, can turn the journey into a silent prison. What started as self-improvement now becomes self-isolation. You wake up with energy, yes, but no one to share it with. You walk with purpose, but no one walks beside you. That's not spiritual growth. That's emotional starvation. Then comes the confusion. Retaining your seed is not just a physical practice. It stirs the mind, the heart, and the soul. You may start having intense dreams, emotional outbursts, waves of energy that feel too much to handle. You may feel urges that return stronger than ever and wonder, why am I still tempted if I'm growing? Or you may start seeing spiritual signs and symbols everywhere, numbers, synchronicities, feelings of destiny, and wonder if you're losing your mind or finding enlightenment. The truth is, your mind is waking up. But just like a newborn baby, it doesn't yet know what it's seeing. That's where many men fall into spiritual confusion. They think every emotion is a sign, every urge is an attack, every thought is divine. This opens the door to paranoia, detachment from reality, and emotional instability. Without strong grounding, the practice can turn mystical and confusing instead of peaceful and empowering. You might even start to think you're above emotions. You repress sadness, deny your loneliness, or hide your pain under a mask of control. But all of that comes bubbling up eventually. Sometimes as anger, sometimes as spiritual burnout. Many men on retention go through phases of deep frustration. They wonder why they feel stuck, anxious, or emotionally numb. They might even relapse, not from lust, but from emotional overload. They want to escape their mind. They want to feel something, but that's not weakness. It's the body and soul crying out for balance. So how do you protect yourself from these traps? How do you walk the path of semen retention without falling into ego, isolation, or confusion? The answer isn't to quit. The answer is to stay humble, stay connected, and stay aware. Humility is your first shield. You must remember every day. You are not better than others because you retain. You are not chosen, elite, or awakened. You are a man doing your best to control yourself, and that is all. Retention is not a trophy. It's a tool. It doesn't make you a god. It reminds you that you are still human. Every urge you feel, every struggle you face, it's not proof that you're failing. It's proof that you're still growing. The moment you think you've arrived is the moment you stop learning. The moment you think you're above others is the moment you fall below your true potential. Stay humble. Speak kindly. Help others without preaching. Remember that the quietest man in the room may be more disciplined than you. Let that keep you grounded. Connection is your second anchor. You must not walk this journey alone. Yes, protect your energy, but don't shut out the world. Find brothers who are also walking this path. Join conversations that challenge your mind but uplift your soul. Spend time with people who don't care about retention but care about you. That's how you stay human. That's how you remember that this journey is not about separation. It's about integration. You're not supposed to become a monk in a cave. You're supposed to become a strong man who lives in the world without being owned by it. Connection keeps your feet on the ground. It gives your energy a purpose. Because what's the point of becoming powerful if you never use that power to uplift someone else? The third key is awareness. You must become a student of your own mind. Observe your urges without fear. Question your thoughts without believing everyone. When a strong sexual urge hits, don't panic. Don't feel guilty. Just sit with it. Ask what it's trying to show you. Maybe it's not lust. Maybe it's loneliness. Maybe it's not weakness. Maybe it's the body asking for movement, breath, or creativity. Every urge is a message, not a monster. When spiritual confusion comes, slow down. Read wise books. Speak with grounded people. Don't chase signs, chase truth. Don't chase mystical experiences, chase clarity. You are not crazy. You are just sensitive now. You feel more, sense more, and that can be overwhelming. But it's also a blessing. You are not broken. You are being refined. One of the most powerful things you can do on retention is to serve others. Yes, serve. Take that energy and use it to help someone else. Teach, create, listen, build. Nothing humbles the ego like service. Nothing heals isolation like helping. Nothing clears confusion like action. The longer you retain, the more energy you'll feel. But that energy must move outward. If it stays locked inside, it turns on you. If it flows outward, it turns into purpose. Use your energy to build something meaningful. Your body, your business, your relationships, your faith. That's how you stay sane. That's how you stay strong. Retention is not about becoming superhuman. It's about becoming fully human. A man in control of his desires is not a god. He is a servant of his purpose, a servant of truth, a servant of love. He walks in silence, not in superiority. He faces his darkness without shame. He carries his power with grace. And he remembers that even on the highest path, the greatest danger is forgetting where you started. So keep walking, but walk slowly. Walk mindfully. Walk with your head up, but your heart open. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to isolate yourself. You don't need to understand everything right now. Just stay humble, stay connected, stay aware, and above all, stay human. That is the true power of semen retention. Not in how long you go without release, but in how deeply you grow without losing yourself. And remind yourself every day, live with honor or die a coward. Thank you so much for watching. Always take care and stay strong.